Welcome everyone to the Recap Otaku channel. Today we're going to take a look at the anime called Tsuki ga Kirei. If you're ready, let's get started. Kotaro Azumi and Akane Mizuno are both students in middle school at Kawago Academy, which is located in Kawago, Saitama. They are now in their last year of school. Kotaro has the role of equipment manager in the school's track club, while Akane is one of the runners. Both Kotaro and Akane find it difficult to interact with others in social situations. Kotaro loves reading books and is a big fan of Osamu Dazai, but he's shy about sharing his own writing with people. On the other hand, Akane uses a plushie to help her deal with her anxiety. Interestingly, despite being in the same class, Kotaro and Akane are too shy to talk to each other. However, one day, their families inadvertently bring them together during a dinner outing. They're not too happy about it though. Akane makes a request to Kotaro, asking him to keep their encounter a secret from others. After that, they rarely communicate, and things take an interesting turn when Akane accidentally forgets to add Kotaro to the track club's line group. Eventually, she realizes her mistake and corrects it. Akane and Kotaro were both part of the same team for their last sport festival in their middle school, even though Kotaro wasn't very excited about it. During the 200-meter race, Akane ran really fast and gave their team a big lead, which made Kotaro pretty impressed. But then, when it's Kotaro's turn to run, he tripped and hurt his hand. Takumi Ida, who was the track club president and a friend of Akane's, ended up winning. Chinatsu Nishio, who was Akane's best friend in the track club, tried to help by bandaging Kotaro's hand, but it didn't go very well. Later, while they were going over their plans for the day, Akane accidentally dropped her stuffed animal into the equipment. When she realized it was lost, she got really anxious and messed up during the 4x100 meter relay race, causing their team to lose. Takumi, who a lot of people thought had a crush on Akane, tried to comfort her. Kotaro eventually found the stuffed animal because he had seen her with it before, and he gave it back to her. Akane was really thankful and started talking to Kotaro about all the things she was worried about. To his surprise, he could relate to a lot of it, so he awkwardly told her that she was okay just the way she was. After that, Kotaro got inspired by Akane and started showing his work to a local bookstore owner named Daisuke Tachibana. When they got home, Kotaro and Akane started chatting privately online. After the school festival, it's time for the school midterm exams. Kotaro should be studying, but he's distracted by his work in the literature club. Meanwhile, Akane is studying hard. When the exams are finally over, the third-year students start planning for the upcoming school trip while buzzing with dating gossip. Once his club activities are over, Kotaro prepares to head home. That's when he sees Ida being confessed to by Tsubaba and Chinatsu and Aoi talking about the relationship between Takumi and Akane. That night, Akane and her family members talk about which high school she wants to attend and her upcoming athletic team meet. Meanwhile, Chinatsu goes jogging and recalls Akane's superb performance at the last meet. Sometime later, Kotaro is exchanging messages with Akane. He's disappointed that he can't come watch Akane since he has to be at the shrine on Sunday. Kotaro prays for Akane's success at the shrine the next day. Akane and Kotaro started keeping in touch using Line from then on. On Sunday's athletic meet, Akane achieves a new personal victory in the competition. She goes to the shrine that evening where Kotaro is and meets him after her phone runs out of battery. When both Kotaro and Akane look up at the moon, Kotaro thinks about Natsume Sosiki's phrase, "The moon is beautiful, isn't it?" And the thought of asking Akane out crosses Kotaro's mind. A little later, Daisan Middle School planned a trip to Kyoto. On that morning, the third-year students gather at the high-speed train station with two teachers, one male and one named Ryoko Sonada. Before we left, the teachers checked our bags and took away some things we weren't allowed to bring, like entertainment magazines and mobile phones. Miyu had hidden her phone in her purse, but Ryoko found it and took it away along with the other prohibited items. When we got to Kyoto, Akane and Chinatsu went to a souvenir shop near a famous shrine to pick out gifts for the track and field club. That night, while we were supposed to be sleeping, the teachers, including Ryoko, walked around the chalet to make sure we were all in bed. After Ryoko left Akane's room, she and her friends woke up and started talking. Some of the boys even went to visit the girls' room. Kotaro used his mobile phone to chat with Akane, but when Roman and Daichi tried to take a peek at his phone, Kotaro snatched it back. He left his room to keep talking with Akane, but the male teacher saw him and took his phone away, so he couldn't talk to Akane anymore. The next day, Akane didn't get any messages from Kotaro while she was out with Ida and Miyu, and she wondered what had happened. Meanwhile, Kotaro was looking for Akane but couldn't find her, so he borrowed Chinatsu's mobile phone and called Akane, asking her to meet him at a small shrine. At the shrine under a big tree, Akane asked Kotaro why he hadn't replied to her messages. He explained that his phone had been taken away, and Akane told him that she wanted to talk to him more. Ida talked to Sho about her problem in class, and her classmates Akane, Miyu, and Setsuko were there too. Kotaro and Akane were shy around each other in class, but secretly they started dating. They faced some challenges at school because of their secret relationship. Kotaro wasn't doing well in his midterm exam, so later his teacher, Ryoko Sensei, called him to offer some advice on how to improve his studies. Outside the teacher's office, Kotaro met Chinatsu, who also had difficulties with her studies, similar to him. She hinted that she was an average student like Kotaro. During athletics training, Takumi Ida gave Akane, Chinatsu, and Aoi a tough pre-athletics meet training plan. During a neighborhood temple ritual dance practice, Kotaro asked Daisuke about love and relationships. Akane and Kotaro did some research about dating at night, and they agreed to meet during lunch break at the high school library. However, when Akane arrived at the library, she was surprised to find Chinatsu there with Kotaro. Akane had a tough time during her athletics training that evening, so Takumi took her to the neighborhood park to encourage her to stay determined. That night, Chinatsu asked Kotaro for his ID as they walked home after their tuition classes. The next evening, Akane went on a date with Kotaro at the bookstore. They shared their inner feelings and personal issues. However, during their date, Akane received a text from Chinatsu revealing that she had a crush on Kotaro. Chinatsu messages Akane, "I think I have a crush on Azumi-kun." Akane felt uneasy about the message from Chinatsu, her best friend, before the convention of club activities. Kotaro, who does not know about the message, got a call from a publisher to meet with him. During their summer vacation after the big exams, Akane and her friends went to the amusement park. Chinatsu had invited them. Akane and Kotaro tried really hard to not let everyone know they were dating. Meanwhile, Chinatsu was attempting to share her feelings with Kotaro, and Akane ended up getting lost with Ida. During the holiday season, things got a bit complicated at the amusement park, and everyone at school noticed them. Despite the challenges, they promised to go home together. Akane even watched Kotaro's practice with some music, and later they explored the city of Kawago together. In the fall of their 5th grade, it was time for school activities. Kotaro and Akane had a talk about her recent track event. The very next day, Akane participated in her final middle school competition. She achieved her personal best at La Strande, all while unaware that Kotaro had secretly come to cheer her on and decorated the finish line. Akane had just received a recommendation for the high school entrance exam, and Kotaro expressed his desire to attend the same high school. During the Kawago Festival, which marked an exciting moment in their journey, Akane, who had come with her track team members, couldn't help but be captivated by the sight of Kotaro's dancing on the float. Kotaro began studying diligently to attend the same high school as Akane. However, during a teacher-parent interview, his secret intention to go to the school was uncovered by his mother, leading to a clash between them. Kotaro, deeply engrossed in his studies, rarely engaged in conversation with his mother at home. Meanwhile, Akane successfully passed the recommended entrance examination. Akane's move is getting closer and closer. Even though they've already made the decision to move, they know that they'll miss each other a lot because they'll be far away from each other. Akane has been crying a lot while packing up, and Kotaro expresses his feelings by sending messages. The day after their graduation ceremony, they go on their last date before the move. Even when they pass by each other, their feeling for each other will stay the same. And that's the end of the video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our new videos. See you next time and take care.